Picture this. You've shelled out $2.5 million for a serene cabin on the shores of Willow Bay, your ultimate escape from the grind. Then, one crisp autumn dawn in 2024, the Homeowners Association shows up with a bulldozer and reduces it to splinters, all in the name of neighborhood aesthetics. Sophia Harrington, the self-appointed diva of the board with her perfectly coiffed auburn hair, stands there smirking like she's won the lottery, while I'm scribbling down every detail for the massive penalty they're about to face. Believe me, that figure will have them gasping for air. Sophia figured she ruled the roost until she blew a wad of cash on a crew of shady visitors to bang on my door at midnight. Little did she know, I'd been geared up and waiting. I'm Nathan Brooks, and just 8 months back, I thought I'd finally carved out some tranquility. As a lead digital forensics expert for a top Silicon Valley firm, I'd honed my skills in ethical hacking and threat detection, complete with top-secret clearances from my days consulting for government agencies. After losing my dad to a sudden heart attack, I craved solitude to grieve, work from home, and rebuild my life away from the urban chaos. That Willow Bay cabin wasn't merely real estate, it was my haven. On those still evenings by the water, I'd whisper to the wind, "Dad, what would you say about this fresh start?" The place doubled as my fortress. 3 acres of untouched lakeside bliss with a private pier and a revamped shed turned into a cutting-edge workspace. I'd tricked it out with wind turbines, high-speed satellite Wi-Fi, a fortress-like security setup, and sensors that could detect a squirrel's heartbeat. At its core was a tribute garden for my dad, equipped with automated sprinklers that pampered his beloved orchids just right. It wasn't showy, it was purposeful, echoing his lesson that tech should empower folks, not control them. Enter Sophia Harrington, our 52-year-old HOA tyrant and ex-PR guru, who ran the neighborhood like her private empire. She branded herself the guardian of elegant living, blasting every board decision on social media with tags like neighborhood pride and value guardian. Imagine a lady who wielded her tablet like a scepter, broadcasting her insights on fence heights as if the world hung on her words. From day one, she targeted my garish gadgets, claiming they clashed with her vision of timeless charm. The gripes started petty. Motion cameras were spying, turbines looked industrial, floodlights too glaring, antenna a blight. She demanded all tech camouflaged or prettified, as if progress offended her curated online persona. She even launched a private online forum called Willow Bay Elegance Watch, rallying against my tech overload, with daily snaps of my setup, captioned like indictments. As the digital barrage intensified, endless emails, online smears, I did what I do best, dug in. My monitoring tools flagged bot swarms hitting review sites, phony complaints on local boards, and timed attacks painting my home as a hazard. The trails led to pro-level orchestration, not random neighbor beef. Sophia wasn't just a meddlesome busybody. She was orchestrating a calculated siege. Poring over the community's bylaws, I spotted a gem: triple damages for deliberate board misconduct. My $2.5 million stake could balloon if they crossed that line. Prophetic, as it turned out. An alert pinged. Unauthorized probe into the town's permitting system from an IP tied to Sophia's house. Deeper dives uncovered her links to a digital ops firm running influence farms in 4 states. This was no hobby crypto trails, dummy core, a machine built to fabricate outrage. Similar plays hit nearby associations, forcing sales to the same shadowy buyers. It wasn't about curb appeal, it was a land grab scheme targeting prime waterfront spots. I'd assumed Sophia was a Luddite in heels, but her web was intricate. That $95,000 neighborhood upgrade fund? Just the surface. By 10:32 p.m. that fateful night, I'd decode what crisis mode Omega entailed and why she thought she could erase me. Post-discovery, I fortified decoy servers, perimeter alerts, auto backups. My agency background screamed escalation, so I prepped for war. What blindsided me was Sophia morphing from rule enforcer to cyber saboteur, and how a 16-year-old Instagram became my secret weapon in unraveling it all. Her assault went nuclear. Bogus reviews tanked my online rep. Sock puppets posed as outraged locals. She strong-armed residents into her echo chamber with veiled threats. She even emailed my boss with tall tales of unauthorized breaches. I countered like a pro. Traps snared their hacks. Bots mapped her allies. AI dissected patterns. I slipped in undercover profiles, harvesting dirt on her crew. Every jab became ammo. Then came Mia Reynolds, the teen neighbor whose flair for viral content meshed with my tech prowess. Mia had skin in the game. Sophia hounded her folks over their disruptive content creation, nitpicking lights and deliveries. Mia burned to show she was more than a social media kid. She aimed to shield her kin. Our breakthrough? HOA ledgers via public records. $95,000 funneled to Digital Harmony Solutions, split into image control, engagement tools, risk assessment. Shell games linked to land flips. Patterns chilled. 15 families squeezed out. Properties snapped up cheap by ghosts. All for a mega resort pivot. Sophia's panic peaked with legal bluffs and rigged town halls, framing me as a hacker menace while her bots raged on. Mia's counter-series, Board Boss vs. Bike Guy, went mega, mimifying Sophia's streams into laughs. Hashtags like Board Bust and Tech Tyrant trended, rallying the young and tech-savvy. Her endgame? Servers cracked, exposing a syndicate spanning 52 associations in 15 states. Influence menus from smear ops to value tanks. Sophia's $420,000 tab over 4 years hit 28 locals. The goal? Flip Willow Bay into luxury condos. At 5:47 a.m. on a foggy Tuesday in October 2024, machinery roared, pulverizing my sanctuary as Sophia cheered. But I logged every Breckno quorum vote, zero notice, noise violations galore. Triple damages loomed, $250,000 demo for $100,000 structure, $200,000 lost income equals $850,000 x 3 equals $2.55 million. Her rules, her ruin. That night's packed meeting crackled with divide. Sophia's slideshow spewed anti-tech hysteria, but I flipped the script, demoing her tablet-probing networks mid-talk. Gasps erupted. Then, the bombshell, syndicate expose. Fury boiled. Folks learned of dossiers, value dips costing fortunes. Support crumbled. I posted the math publicly, pinning the board. The $95,000? Spy gear tracking targets. Mia streamed the meltdown to 75K viewers. Sophia fled, texting Omega activation for 10:59 p.m. At my gate, right on cue, 7 black-clad figures in cyber enforcement squad vests stormed from vans. Props for intimidation. My grid lit up. Cams rolled, signals jammed, evidence streamed. They were hires from an event firm. Scripts intercepted. Intimidate. No felonies. Sophia lurked nearby, barking orders my decoders caught. Amateurs, toy badges, civvy radios, rental rides. I poisoned their data, backdoor devices. Mia's feed hit 75K. Neighbors called real cops. Contrast was stark. Fakes folded, spilling contracts, payments, $6,000 each, $25,000 lead. Sophia's calls, scrap it, erase, pay off. Wire fraud, impersonation. Feds pounced on interstate ties, RICO vibes. Auto dossiers hit FBI, state, press. Network tanked, servers offline, funds frozen, domains seized. Sophia bolted, shredding docs. Wiring $2.80 million blocked as the account was nabbed. But Phase 2 files unveiled a colossus. 3,200 communities slated for restructuring over 12 years. AI deepfakes, quantum comms, political buys. Global funds, tech giants unwittingly aiding. Mia's docs went national. Task forces formed. FBI, IRS, SEC. Our net linked 2,500 spots for shared defense. AI evolved to preempt threats ethically. Sophia's jail chatter added charges. Pleas cascaded, exposing 142 ops in 10 nations. 1 year on, in November 2025, Willow Bay boomed. Values up 35%, democratic tech thriving. My cabin reborn, Garden a hub. Mia scored Stanford Cyber Scholarships. Elena Vargas, 74-year ex-judge, counsel-bound on transparency. Sophia's 22-year bid. Assets liquidated $2.55 M to me. Millions restituted. Reforms hit. HOA oversight, cyber laws. Our model went global, but intercepts hinted reboot initiative for 60K targets. Victory? Just round one. What do you think? Should Nathan have gone full vigilante and hacked Sophia's life to pieces from the start, or was his patient evidence building too soft? Would you sell out and run if your dream home got bulldozed, or fight dirty like him, even if it meant bending ethics? Drop your hot takes below, smash that like if justice porn gets you fired up, and subscribe for more wild tales of everyday heroes flipping the script on power plays.